I'm Joanne Sanchez. Welcome to your orthopedic educational community program, Your Active Life. We'd like to thank Affection and Home Care for helping make this program possible. It is our goal during this program to provide valuable healthcare information that will help you and your family maintain an active life. For any of your comments or questions pertaining to this program, please send your emails to josanchez@drraulmarquez.com, or you can also call us at 668-7322. Today's topic of discussion is on nutrition and sports medicine. By my side, Dr. Raul Marquez and Ms. Jennifer Marquez. We have some interesting questions from our community. The first one is on whole grains, and it's coming from us from Carmen Hinojosa in McAllen. This is the question. Why do I hear so much about whole grains, and why are they so important?
That is true. You actually do hear a lot about whole grains nowadays. You'll see it on cereal boxes, on bread packages and stuff like that. Now, whole grains are very important because we're talking about basically the whole grain, and that's kind of simplifying it, but what we're talking about is the bran. That's the outer coating of the grain, and that's very important because basically the bran has most of the vitamins and the minerals that are key to a healthy diet. Now, what else is important about the bran is that it provides fiber, and we hear that word used a lot. You hear about Citracel and supplements that are used to increase our fiber intake. However, you really don't need to use those products if you're eating whole grains. So basically what the fiber does is it adds bulk to your meal, so you'll feel full a lot longer than if you eat refined grains. Now, we'll talk about the difference between what whole grain foods are and what refined grain foods are. But basically, we talk about the bulk in the diet. Mm-hmm. Also, the fiber helps to reduce your cholesterol. So you may have heard a lot of commercials about eating oatmeal to lower your cholesterol, your blood cholesterol. That's very important for things like cardiovascular disease and heart health. So basically, when we're talking about whole grains and where you would get these sources, we would be talking about whole wheat pasta, whole grain bread, brown rice, a lot of things that people really aren't used to eating, but would be beneficial to switch over. When we say refined grains, we're talking about grains that the bran, the outer coating, has been removed. So we're talking about white rice, white bread, white pasta, any sort of cereal that isn't whole grain, like Rice Krispies or something like that. So it is very important to include it in your diet for all those purposes.
Okay, great. Yeah. Dr. Marquez, do you have any comments on how it relates to sports medicine?
Well, I just learned more than
That's great.
Taking a nutrition course here, but I think she just said it very eloquently. Like in everything, you're talking about moderation. Obviously, whole grains are very, very important part of our diet. If we, like Jennifer said, that we switch from the whole grain to the refined grains, that I think she's going to get into a little bit more of a detail, we know that we get the whole, not to be redundant, but we're getting the whole nutrition, and changing from the white pasta to the whole grain pasta will be just a great deal of benefit, including the decrease the cholesterol, increase the energy. And for sports nutrition, obviously, we spend a lot of energy with the sports, whatever sports we do. And whole grains is a very, very good part of our diet, which increases our energy. And obviously, every time we spend the energy, we lose nutrients, and whole grains obviously play one of the bases on this and how to replace and how we replace the energy, and so we can have a much better performance on whatever we do.
With the whole grains.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Great. We have another question.
Sure.
Actually, it's two questions that were submitted by Terry Salas and Far. And she's asking, how does the time of the day that I eat affect weight loss, weight gain, and which type of diet is better for me? A low carbohydrate diet or a low fat diet?
Okay. Typically when people go on diets, they talk about not eating past a certain time. For instance, don't eat it past 6 o'clock because you'll gain weight.
True.
But basically in terms of nutrition, it's calories in and calories out. So if you eat more than you're expending, you're going to gain weight. And if you expend more than you're eating, you're going to lose weight. Now this is important because you kind of want to spread your meals out throughout the day. This keeps your metabolism revved up and just basically helps keep your energy levels up and your blood glucose from dipping too low. It is important, though, to kind of restrict how much you're eating in the later hours. For instance, maybe past 10 o'clock, because most people aren't going to be as active after this time. They're a little bit more sedentary, maybe sitting around in the evenings. And that's important because if you're not as active and you're not expending the energy, well, then it's just going to be stored either as fat or just excess calories in your body.
And it's best to eat a lighter meal in the
That's
evening?
correct. That's correct.
Yeah. But also there's always, and I have one question for her. There's always said it's better if you have 6 meals than 3 meals. What's the opinion on that? That now people say, well, I'm gonna lose weight. Now you have to have a small portion, 6 meals. But sometimes it's impossible to start,
True.
eating six
You have
times
a lot of that.
a day.
Sometimes, yeah, especially for someone like a doctor or someone who's working throughout the day, it's just impractical to try to get 6 meals. So if you do 3 meals and include some smaller snacks in between, then that works too. You just want to make sure that your meals are balanced. And in a little bit, we'll talk about what a balanced meal is. So typically, you can do the 3 meals and maybe just a snack in between those meals. So.
Great. Okay, we have another question. This is from Julian Reyes, and he's a high school student in Mission. His question is, what constitutes a balanced diet or balanced meal?
Great. Basically, what you want to concentrate on are those 3 key nutrients that we talked about. So that's carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. So carbohydrates we get from your whole grains. We also get that from fruits and vegetables, which are a very important source of vitamins and minerals. Also, you want to concentrate on lean protein. So that would be like white meat, dairy, low-fat dairy, eggs. And then we have our fats. Now, fats are very important in the diet because they help keep you satiated. They help with your skin health, your hair health. But you want to differentiate between good fats and bad fats. Good fats would be more of the saturated fats found in meat and dairy, ice cream, that kind of thing. And then you have, oh, I'm sorry, those were your bad fats.
Yeah.
Did I say good fats?
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
bad fats.
Those are bad fats. Good
Yeah,
fats
we'll
would be
talk about later
more,
about that.
right, good fats would be more of the unsaturated forms found in nuts, oils, and fish. So you typically want to concentrate your fat sources from that group. So.
Very good.
Great. Okay, we will be right back answering some more of your questions. Stay with us. Certificate of deposits, or CDs, are popular investment tools that provide a good return on your money without the high investment risks. A CD is FDIC insured, issued by a bank as evidence that a customer agrees to lend the bank a certain amount of money for a certain amount of time. In return, the bank promises to pay the customer the total loan amount plus earnings. CD earnings depend on the term of the loan, on the amount of the loan, and on the current interest rate. This educational message has been brought to you by First National Bank, your family here, member FDIC.
As we age, we tend to experience various types of disease, especially disorders associated with pain in our lower extremities, which can affect your active life. There is a new home physical therapy program that is non-invasive, safe, and drug-free, which may help reduce that burning sensation and pain you may be feeling in your feet and legs. For more information on this new program for foot and leg pain, call 866-781-7400. This has been an informative message from Del Cielo Home Care.
Some health tips for everyone. Virus sports medicine experts have recently expressed concerns about the risk of overexertion or the use of heavy weights. But if you follow a reasonable program, strength training or exercising can be safe and truly improve the quality of your life. Here are some tips. Start slowly with light weights, work slowly and smoothly, rest between sets, work your muscles but don't overdo it. Remember, exercising is for everybody, for men and for women, for the young and for not so young. Strong muscles will improve the quality of your life, and it's never too late to get started. This health tip was brought to you by Family Home Health, where you are family.